A quadratic function has zeros at -2 and 6 and passes through the point 315. Find the equation of the quadratic function in standard form. We're going to first begin with doing a recall. And the recall that we're going to do is, number one, what does standard form look like? Standard form looks like this: ax squared plus bx plus c. That's the standard form of a quadratic function. Second thing that you also need to know is the vertex, not the vertex, sorry, the factored form of a quadratic function. This is the quadratic function in factored form. And what this does is that these two, once you're factored, these ones give you the zeros. And what you have, we are given the zeros in the question. The zeros are at -2 and 6. So what we're going to do is we are going to use this information and we are going to work backwards given this information. Our two zeros are x equals -2 and x equals 6. Working backwards, we're going to write y equals a, x plus 2, remember it's always the opposite, x minus 6. That's what we have. We do need to figure out what is a. We need a. And the way that we're going to figure out a is we're going to use our point that's given to us, which is 315. I'm going to take the 3 and I'm going to substitute that in for my x. I'm going to take the 15 and I'm going to substitute that in for my y. So I will have a 15 here. Where the x is, I'm going to put a 3, or this x is, I'm going to be putting a 3, and everything else remains the same. A plus 2 and minus 6. I need to solve now, solve for a. I'm going to work on the right-hand side first. 15 equals a, 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 minus 6 is -3. 15 equals -15a. I'm going to isolate the variable by dividing both sides by -15. These two reduce to 1, and I'm left with -1 is equal to a. That is the a value. We can now put that a value back into here to get our equation. Negative x plus 2 and x minus 6. But recall that this is in factored form. The question is not asking us for factored form. The question is asking us in standard form. In standard form is what it's asking us. So what we need to do now is we need to expand and simplify. So to expand and simplify, I'm going to leave the negative sign where it is. I'm going to multiply the first to get x squared, the outer 2 to give me -6x, the inner 2 to give me plus 2x, and then the last 2 to give me -12. I'm going to simplify inside the bracket first. So I'm going to collect like terms. -6 plus 2 gives me a -4 minus 12. And then I'm going to distribute this negative sign in, which is -x squared plus 4x plus 12. That is it. We now have our equation in standard form, and we are finished.
That was easy.